Hey guys, Mr.B here. So today I've got this 2003 Chevy Silverado and the air conditioning does not work. Reason being is, well, I guess we're going to find out, but the air conditioning AC compressor belt has failed. It's broken. It's missing. I don't know if the belt was just worn down and it sheared off, but it's been like that for quite a while. And now it's time to try and dig deeper into this and figure out why the air conditioning doesn't work. The AC compressor is way down at the bottom and it's not driven by the main serpentine belt. It's actually driven by its own belt, and I bought the kit with the tensioner. All right, so here's the kit. It even comes with a nice belt routing diagram for when you put everything back together. Of course, got the tensioner. These things are known to fail. They go bad all the time, so I like to, put the new tensioner on there at the same time. And then, of course, the belt. This is, like I said, specifically for the AC compressor. And then the main serpentine belt is for everything else. So it did come with this warning. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the screen on this for a while so you guys can look at it. It says replacing the AC compressor drive belt tensioner on these trucks without correcting the malfunctioning AC compressor will cause that to go bad. So I'm hoping that my AC compressor is still good. We're gonna find out. I'll check it before I install the belt and the tensioner. So first things first, to gain access to this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this top cover. It's got a bolt right there holding it in place, clamp there for this intake tube. I'm gonna take this whole intake tube out so I can gain access to the main serpentine belt and take that off as well. All right, so before I go too deep into this, I did remove the AC compressor relay, which is this one right here. It goes in this slot, and I've got my relay jumper in there. You could technically do this with a piece of wire as well. You just want to make sure you go in and jump ring the right terminals. That terminal there and that terminal there would be the ones that you want to jumper those. And then when I turn this on, I can hear the AC compressor clutch kick on. Which is good. That means the AC compressor clutch is working. There's the AC compressor right there. Obviously, I know that the clutch works because I heard it click, and the pulley spins nice and freely on the AC compressor. It seems like it works. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the clutch on and see if that clutch actually locks that pulley. Yep. So that clutch does actually lock that pulley to the compressor. So that all seems to work. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is, since I know all that stuff works, or should work, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this main serpentine belt here. That's the belt tensioner right there. I'm gonna put a 15mm socket and a ratchet on the end of that to relieve the tension. So you can see if I push this to the right, it relieves the tension on the belt. And then I can just slip the belt off of there. All right, so there's the serpentine belt there. It's definitely used, but I've definitely seen worse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and reuse it. I don't see any major cracks or breaks anywhere in the belt. To make things easier, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this plastic cover. Got a couple bolts there and a couple bolts on the bottom. All right, so now it's much easier to gain access to all this. For this tensioner, it's literally just these two 15mm bolts. So there it is, got the new belt and tensioner on. I'm not gonna lie, getting the belt to go on was a little bit tricky. I had to put it around this pulley first and then really hold that ratchet back on the tensioner and then slip the belt over this AC compressor, and it took a little effort to really get that belt to slip in place, but it is in place. This tensioner is actually really easy to move around. You just stick your ratchet in the end of it. There's a little square piece inside there for it, and you just turn the ratchet like this and it relieves the tension on the belt. All right, so here we go. I got the serpentine belt back in place and installed and routed, and of course the AC compressor parts are down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that air intake tube back on, and I'm gonna fire this up and see what happens. All right, so I got the engine running and I got the air conditioning on, and surprisingly that AC compressor is kicked on. It is working. I guess I'll see what happens. See if we get cold air out the vents. My thermometer here shows about 80 degrees. All right, so I'm on setting 4 for the blower speed. Setting 5 does not work, so I'm just gonna leave it on setting 4. That's one of the higher speeds. Got a lot of air flowing out the vents, and right now it's at about almost 25-degree drop. That is more than acceptable. This AC is blowing nice and cold now, so I don't have to worry about the refrigerant in the system. That all seems to be fine. The AC compressor's not making any noise. It seems to be working great. So if I had to guess, I would say that belt was really the only problem, maybe even the tensioner. They're known to go bad. People forget about them. They never replace them, and then they break off. So if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and like and subscribe.